What's up, guys? Wilder Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, I want to talk to you about Hydra Clash. Because I think that we've been going about it all wrong. Now, if you look at the top clans, if you look at them talking about Hydra Clash, what are they complaining about? They're complaining about how many billions of damage they have to make with their teams. Not just that they can make, but that they have to make. They all have to have these crazy Trunda teams. If they don't have a crazy Trunda team, it's because they have a crazy Wixwell team, which I don't think that anybody, except for perhaps Bronco, the creator, I believe, of the Wixwell team, I don't think anybody enjoys doing Wixwell. Now, personally, I did get Wixwell. I tried to make a Wixwell team, and it just instantly frustrated me because I had the champions. I had what I thought were good enough builds. I had the speed tuned down. But it doesn't just work. There's all these little intricacies of the Wixwell team. You have to do it in this order, and you have to do it manually, and it takes like an hour to do it. And after Yannicka blows up the Hydra, then you have to set it all up again in order to get another billion. Several hours later, if it works, maybe you get your billion damage. Maybe you get 1 billion, 2 billion, 4 billion Hydra Clash points. And for what? What do you get out of that? Well, the first time you do it, maybe that bumps up your Hydra Clash to where you get first place. Congratulations, you won. You got some very good points. Very proud of you. I'm very happy for you. Your reward for doing so well is that you're going to go up against another clan who probably has that same team. And therefore, your real reward for doing all that hard work, for getting your team, let's say 4 billion Hydra Clash points from your Wixwell team. Or maybe you get 20 billion points for your Trunda team. Your reward is that you're going to go up against other clans that have done the exact same thing. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? If you only scored the minimum, now let's look. We now have a minimum. As you can see, I got 1.45 billion points this week out of the 1.2 billion points necessary. But your reward is that you go up with other clans. So let's say as a clan, you got 20 billion. But you're going up against another clan that got 20 billion, which means that next time you're going to have to try to get 21 billion, then 25 billion, then 50 billion. How is that a reward for doing well? Now, if you think back to the early days of Hydra, what was it? First of all, Hydra was a little bit tougher in the earlier days. Not just because I was a low-level player at the time. I was lucky if I could get the 1.67 million points out of my ninja, because he was like my only good damage dealer at the time. I was lucky if I could get that novice chest, but that's not the point. It was at the very beginning, Hydra was a little bit harder. I believe they nerfed it just a little bit. But the real struggle was, and it wasn't that big of a struggle for the best players. They figured it out pretty quick. But for most people, it was a struggle to try to get to Nightmare. And as a clan, could you take down Nightmare? Could you get 36.6 million damage? 36.6 million, that's all you needed to get the Grandmaster chest. If your whole clan could do it, you'd easily take it down. So top clans didn't really have to worry about that. And Hydra wasn't really that difficult. It didn't take up all your time because you could get your 36.6 million damage. And you could do that very quick. I mean, there's people who can do that in a minute now or whatever, or several minutes. But now you have to spend, what? How long do you spend on your Hydra runs? For me, about an hour per run, if they go successfully, if nothing fails. So best case scenario, I'm spending about 3 hours on Hydra. Why? So that I can get this 1.2 billion and help out my clan, which currently puts us in second place. We'll see how it filters out by the end of the week. And as you can see, let's say I was able to put up 4 billion. Well, that would do very well, and that would probably get us first place. But next week, we'd be going up against people who put up 6 billion, 8 billion, 10 billion. It gets worse and worse and worse. So my question for you is, at what point are we going to smarten up as a community and say, other than the very biggest clans who don't care, the people who don't care, the mega whales, the krakens, other than them, let's forget about them because they don't care about us regular people. I'm assuming that most people that watch my videos are regular players, not spending millions of dollars. Let's forget about them. Good luck to them. That's not us. We're not worried about them. What about regular players? What are we fighting for? Especially now that they've added this. I say, why are we really struggling to get more than that 1.2 billion? Now, a lot of players can't even do that. I understand that. Most players, really, I mean, this is an end game thing. If you get to the end game, I made a video the other day about what is the end game. If you can get to the end game and you can get 1.2 billion points, what more do you want? Do you want Hydra Clash to get worse and worse and worse every week? Or do you want it to get a little bit easier? So I say, I got the 1.45 billion, and honestly, there's only, I don't remember, 2 or 3 other people in my clan who can get the top chest. We only have like maybe 4 or 5 players that even attempt Nightmare. So I don't think this is even that big of a worry for most players. I just say, if you can get to that 1.2 billion, do you really want to be wasting your time resetting your Wixwell team? Wasting 10 hours a week or whatever it takes for it to get just right? Why are we doing this? What am I missing? I got my 1.2 billion. Now I can collect. Let's see what I get out of this. Because I think getting that is better than worrying about your Hydra Clash anymore. Because if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. Let's not worry about it anymore. Unless you're a Kraken, forget them. Because it's just going to get worse. If you stick around the same spot, you'll have similar competition. Either way, it's going to be RNG. Let's just make it easier for ourselves. Now, what do I get for these chests? Well, I got a Demon Spawn Defense Banner, 5-star, a 6-star Ogren Tribes Attack Amulet. I guess that would go on War Mother. Ugh. And then what? An Ornate Serpentine Chest. Okay, this time we get 3. We get a 5-star. Stop giving us 5-star. We don't care about 5-star gear. Knight's Revenant Amulet. Okay. We got a Dwarves Ring. Defense. Okay. And another 5-star, we got accuracy with no speed. Nothing great yet. We got a gilded serpentine chest. Now we're getting into 6-star. We got another attack amulet. Do I have a Bannerlord bomber? With no accuracy, by the way. We got an Ogren Tribes defense amulet, 5-star. Stop giving us the 5-star, by the way. And an Ogren Tribes accuracy banner with no speed. So pretty garbage so far. But all in all, this is about what you'd get out of Hydra Clash, right? So we get the good rewards either way. We got an Ogre. I'm getting a lot of Ogren Tribes, an attack ring. We got a Shadowkin defense banner. That's interesting. That's interesting. We got a Shadowkin defense banner with speed on it, extra HP. I'll take that. Another, for the top thing, you get a 5-star piece. And another 5-star piece. That's not great. That doesn't feel great. That still needs to be improved, to be honest. If I can get 1.2 billion damage in Hydra, I don't need 5-star pieces. So that needs to be fixed, but what were we getting out of this? The only difference is these primal quartz. So those would be nice to get. But why are we killing ourselves over this? Why are we wasting all of this time? Because the problem is you're not really rewarded for doing well. You're punished for doing well, for doing too well. So I say, get the 1.2 billion if you can, and let your cards play out. Let me know if I'm crazy for thinking this. Am I missing something here that I can't think about? Let me know. Now, obviously, if you can't get to 1.2 billion, forget about that. Be thankful that you can, over time, work your way up to this. That's great. Take it. But if you are exceeding the 1.2 billion, tell me why. Maybe you just really enjoy making these Hydra runs? I think Hydra is a very interesting part of the game, but I don't want to be spending 10 hours a week on it. Do you? Let me know in the comments. Am I crazy? Am I missing something? Am I an idiot? Or is this the plan from now on? Get the 1.2 billion and move on with your life. That's what I'm thinking. Just my idea. I'm Weiler Wednesday. Thanks so much to my 401 subscribers. We're getting there, slowly but surely, working our way to 1,000 subs. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. If you like the video, like the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll check you out in the next Raid Shadow Legends video. See ya!